All right, folks. I think we are set. Are you set, chat? I need to see. Like I'm readies. I need to see some emotes because I believe we are ready for Infrabread to run Portal 2 reverse mod.
If you're this energetic in the morning, I don't understand. Anyway, good morning, guys, gals, and non-binary pals. How are you all doing today? My name is Infrabread, and this is Portal 2. This is actually a custom-made reverse mod, the speedrun mod there by Kurziao. Kurziao is very knowledgeable about this game and very, very Polish. So the main speedrun mod removes as much waiting as possible from the game to make it faster, obviously. And what he's also done is added Celeste mode, where you have the movement of Celeste and berries in every single level. But I'm not going to play that today. I'm going to play Portal Runner mods, who is a runner of the Portal series of games. Obviously. Now, Portal Runner is far too good of a programmer to waste their time making Portal mods, because you can see here a few. We have The Floor is Lava, fairly obvious mod, don't touch the floor. And you also have Cappy from Super Mario Odyssey. As well, on their YouTube channel here, they have about 20 different mods, all made by themselves and all equally as ridiculous. What I'm playing today is Reverse Mod, which is probably the most normal one out of everything they've made. I'm not making that up. Once I load into the game, I'm going to load into the game first. There'll be a small animation of some stuff happening, and then time will be, I think, in about 10 seconds. So, here we go. I'll count down as well. This is the ending of the game. It's all shocking and boss fight and all that stuff. We don't care about that. We're going to go backwards. So time is coming in just a couple of seconds. Yeah. 3, 2, 1, go. That's me, by the way. I'll explain that later. I like custom textures. I'll explain that later. Yes, I have a bisexual potato. I'll explain that later. That is Finale 4, which is the very last level of the game. This is Chapter 9, where... Well, the story of the game is, Wheatley, the thing you just saw earlier, was supposed to help us, but now has turned evil. It's a very weird game. So, the entirety of this mod is play all the levels in reverse order. As little as possible has been changed from the original game to play this properly. So, mostly it's self-explanatory.
Okay, I'll take that as a no.
Go to the beginning. There we go. That's always a bit of a weird thing. Now, with Source Engine games as a whole, the most important thing is movement and bunny hopping. What I'm doing right now. To quickly explain that, I'm flicking my mouse constantly. I'm actually syncing my A and D presses on the keyboard with my left and right flicks of the mouse, like that. So you're going to see me swing my hands constantly. Ignore that thing on the top left, on the top right. That's not important. So that is by far the most important and the most difficult of any Portal speedruns, is this swishy motion. It is very satisfying to get right. Another important movement mechanic, is what I just did there, is called wall strafing. There's one there. I'm going to hold up against a wall, and look into it slightly, and then press the corresponding key. So if I look left, I press A. If I look right, I press D. That is just to gain more speed with these railings specifically. And if I want to do bunny hopping with it, I actually look the opposite direction. Oops. Can I jump over a thing? There we go, I can jump. Fantastic. So, bunny hopping and wall strafing are the most important things. Especially this beginning section, or end section technically, depending how you ask it. But it will, like the ending of this run, or beginning of the run, I don't know. The ending of the run will be a lot easier to explain, honestly. And just for safety's sake, I have this button here to disable all shadows in the game. That's just a quality of life feature that the speedrun community has allowed, because that just depends on what lighting is currently in your room. One there and one there. So sometimes it is impossible to actually see what you're doing. So it's one button and it's really not that difficult. There we go. Chapter 9 is actually fairly boring for reverse mod. There we go. But now I failed a thing.
You came back. I didn't.
Oh, I'm all the way here again. Chapter 9 is fairly boring for the reverse mod,
Oh wow, good.
because there's no tests we need to do. Chapter 8 is what I'm going to enter now. There we go, that's the audio cue I'm waiting for. How did I mess that again twice? Really? Third time to jump. Chapter 8 involves actual puzzles which we need to unsolve in order to continue. Quick save here. There we go. I can turn off full breath as well. So that was mostly just bunny hopping and movement, and this section coming up now, get it properly, is the actual tests of the game. Mostly it's fairly simple because doing them backwards is a lot easier than doing them forwards. So it is really the minimum testing element possible, which is usually a cube on a button. Undo that, and then make our way to the beginning or ending, depending how you measure it. Chapter 9, complete, on to 8. Starting in the ending, and these fizzlers will also turn off. To allow us to pull it through all the way to the end. There are two types of puzzles in the Portal series. It's find the exit and get to the exit. Can I go through Portal? So with finding the exit, which is the level we just did, we simply need to go to a place. But opening the exit, which is actually not this one, it's another one. That one we do need to unsolve, which is the one we're going to do next, actually. So these are fairly easy because we can just portal straight to the end. And we have a ladder here. The level coming up now, I need to actually unsolve the puzzle, which is very easy. There we go, ladders. Oh, if you play Souls-ended games, you know how much of a pain ladders can be. I'm not making that up. Can I? No. Come on, quick saving. Also, you will notice I'm quick saving every 5 seconds because I have a mouse thumb button bound to quick saving for that exact reason. Because I'm slightly paranoid, I do that constantly.
I was curious why it was saving so often.
Yeah, that's me manually doing every 10 seconds. This is the actual point of the mod. We have the puzzle. We have to unsolve the puzzle, and then make our way backwards. Or forwards. I don't know how time works anymore. That's really most of the explanation done. That's combination bunny hopping and just eating our way to the end. Boom, boom. Most of it is fairly easy. There is a section, I guess in about maybe 5 minutes, where I need to properly think. So for now, we have time for donations.
Yeah, definitely. So everyone, type in !donate in chat to bring up the donation page. And did you know that we have some awesome merchandise that also will contribute money to Trans Lifeline? We're thrilled to once again partner with Timberwolf Trading to bring our Fall Fest 2024 marathon shirts to you. Use the command !merch in chat to browse our new Fall Fest 2024 designs from Sky Blue Arts, Flux, Rotim, Fizzy J, and Autumn Wyvern. $5 from each shirt purchase will be donated directly to Trans Lifeline. They'll only be available till the end of the event, so don't miss out on your chance to pick one up today. You can check out the entire Timberwolf Trading store online at timberwolftrading.ca, where you can order your own custom stickers, shirts, laser engravings, and more from this furry-owned business.
So as you noticed through that wonderful, wonderful ad read, a lot of the chambers are very easy. So chapter 9 was mostly bunny hopping based, and as well chapter 5 will be a lot of bunny hopping based, which is looking at my splits in maybe about 8 minutes or so. This is the, actually guess, second map of chapter 8. And the first puzzle of Chapter 8. Now, that was that. Now, this is the first map of Chapter 8, and also the first map in the game that requires, I guess, backtracking, for lack of a better word. We need to play the map backwards, and then go forwards again, and then go backwards again. So I need to get this cube right over there for a thing I need to do later. I need to go all the way to the end or beginning of the level, fire a portal, and go all the way back to that elevator I was just on. And again, I'm going to turn on Fulbright here just to make this shot a bit easier. One there, one there. And I guess technically we're going backwards twice? I don't know anymore. This mod is very confusing. I tend to not think because it hurts. I'm going to keep Fulbright on for just a bit. Which portal was it? There we go. A standard feature in Portal 2 is seeing the colours through the walls. For this exact reason, because I forgot which one I fired. Standing on a cube and I can just barely see a portal surface there. This is a really annoying jump, because there is an invisible ledge I need to clear in one go, like that. Because it's an angled surface, I cannot stand on it and jump on it again. So I need to do that entirely in one go, which is a bit annoying. Luckily got it on the second try, which is quite nice. The last map of Chapter 7 is, we're going to use, or now disable technically, gels, which is those 3 pipes you see over there. You're going to see more of those in the next chapter. Can I jump? There we go. Now we're disabling them before we actually use them again. Continuity is weird. Usually for this level we start at that door and make our way up, so it's a very long level in the base game. But now I completed it in 40 seconds.
Wow.
So yeah. Honestly, same for this one. I just jumped down, and then I'm at the beginning. Easy peasy. Made it! Now, if you have played Portal 2 before, then you will know the Lemons rant that Cave Johnson made. This is that level where it is. But because of how the speedrun mod works, the actual trigger is disabled, or deleted completely. So we're not going to hear that. Oops. So I fired a portal, There we go.
All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and have our amazing tech crew look into some of the challenges that we're experiencing. Nothing like live TV, right, folks? But we're so thrilled to have such a committed volunteer team to be able to help us out in helping to have an amazing marathon. So, if you aren't aware, Team Fastest Furs is a community of furry speedrunners that is welcoming and open to all. We currently host 2 charity speedrun marathons per year in the spring and fall and support ongoing community events throughout the year, such as our Fastest Furs Community Showcase series. Whether you're an active speedrunner or just someone who's curious about the hobby or our events, you can join us on our Discord by using the command !Discord in chat. I mean, whether you're a runner or a person that likes to be behind microphone like me as a donation reading host, whether you love being behind the scenes and helping to tinker around with OBS and help make sure that the screen looks absolutely picture perfect, we welcome people of all different skills and varieties. Chat mods here inside the chat right now. Chat mods, let's see that hype. Let's see hype for chat mods because they can see it too. And of course, those that are promoting our amazing events on social media. There's a whole variety of ways that you could get involved. It's not just speedrunning. So if you think that this team is awesome and want to be part of such an awesome team, please consider joining our Discord and volunteering to help support future events, future community showcases, and the like. We love welcoming in new folks within the community. Yes, shout out to mods. I can neither confirm nor deny the existence of duct tape as part of our solutions. That is secrets for sure. Secrets. Oh goodness. Actually, while we are still getting ready, we have a donation that came in support of that Super Mario Odyssey Target incentive from Hero Links for $55 towards that Complete the Moon Cave incentive. Let's go ahead and see where we're at in terms of total donations for that. We're at $155 out of the $250 goal. Less than 100 to go. Chat, I know we could do it. And if you are unsure of when, where, and how to go ahead and donate, just go ahead and, if you're in the Twitch chat, take a peek at our pinned message with the donation link right then and there. If you're viewing us on the fastestfurs.com webpage with the Twitch channel embedded, go ahead and take a peek at that top hero right there, that top nav bar. You've got that shiny donate button that'll take you to our awesome interface through our donation tracker, Cheetah. We're still navigating through a couple of things to help make sure that this run goes as swimmingly as possible for all of our viewing delight. Out of curiosity, who here has played Portal 2 and is just getting their mind absolutely blown? I saw some comments in the chat being like, all right, how are we going to get through this underground section backwards? How are we going to do the time travel backwards? Like, there's a lot of things that Infrabread is just expertly doing. Though I am curious now about the mod community of Portal 2 saying that this is among the most normal mods. If you play any Portal 2 mods, let me know in the chat or even let me know in donations what you've encountered. Ooh, Rag, you're in the middle of your first playthrough of it? Oh my goodness. You have the game and still need to play it? Alright, okay, so I guess confession, right? Confession. I, too, have not played Portal 2. It's funny, like, there's so many games. I think, who was it? Ian Keith? They were saying yesterday that every marathon, their Steam wishlist just grows exponentially. I'm kind of the same way, in all honesty. I'm just sort of like, I haven't played that game. I haven't played that game. I haven't played that game. Oh my goodness. But there's just so much talent out there. So much talent out there for the whole community to be able to watch and enjoy. At some point, I just kind of like wave the L flag and I just go, I'm just gonna vicariously enjoy the game through others. I think that's gonna be my approach. Oh goodness. Nielsen, that would indeed be a stacked race not in your favor. It's true. It's true. A Google translated version of Portal 2? Oh my gosh. Oh, a VR mod of Portal. That would be interesting. Like legit. I would get like I don't VR much, even though I did the VR interview with Trans Lifeline. Who is here watching the Trans Lifeline interview between Blaze and Steph on Thursday? That was so cool. And like, honestly, like, yes, we're all cute, fuzzy characters and whatnot, but it was just really nice and affirming to be able to see Steph on camera, just really seeing the passion of what she does with the entire team. It was just so nice. All right. So, I think enough duct tape, troubleshooting was used to be able to get this run back in action. Infrabread, let's turn things over. Back to you.
Source engine is so broken it even breaks the stream. Right, where were we? Here we go. I was doing... Hey, look at that. Should have really practiced this. I can just jump from here. That's fine enough. Where was I? This is... Oh, Caroline, that's you. I need to actually turn off the shells I'm actually going to use. So normally in the speedrun you would use that angled panel to fling yourself all the way to the ending catwalk I was just at before the stream decided to not stream. But now I actually need to enter this room. So that's a fun thing for this run. With the addition of unsolving puzzle, you need to actually do a lot. Oopsie. Can I make it? There we go. It's not particularly difficult straight, but I'm just bad at the game. Now, we have another very slight modification. There's some maps are just impossible to play backwards. And we need like slight bounce panels like you see there. And yes, those are beans, by the way. I like custom textures. So the next few minutes should be fairly quick as well.
You can't just sweep that under the rug, Infrabread. Beans?
Yes, beans.
Beans! Oh my goodness.
Pretty much without exception, the Source Engine community allows you to change any texture you want. There are very few rules. Most people only change the portal gun, but I chose much, much more than that, because I am slightly mad. Now we're going to say goodbye to the bye potato, because this is... God, that's a pipe in the way. Thank you for ruining me. Plank. We're going to put back the potato and get a regular gun.
You might know us as a vital participant in the 1968
I'm going to actually do a double fling after this. There's a lever I need to press anyway. But after this, there's actually a double fling I'm going to do, which is so easy that you can actually do it casually, by accident. I'm not making this up. There have been many Reddit posts specifically about, I did a thing in this level and now I have a potato, what's going on? So people during their first ever playthrough of this have done this trick I'm about to do. It's really easy. It's a double fling. We fling twice, because we're good at naming things. Fire a portal, jump through the portal, and jump through a second portal. Whee!
Whee!
There we go. That is, if you own Portal 2, you can just try that. It's really easy.
So good.
Next
And
is...
welcome. Good.
Oops, never mind. This again, it's a fairly easy one, for the most part, if I can actually jump on railings. Now, Chapter 6 is in big spheres, you can see here. So a lot of the time what I'm going to do is shoot about 2/3 of the map and just portal straight to there. A lot of Chapter 6.
There you go. May I squeeze in with a quick announcement?
Of course, of course.
Yeah, definitely. Blooddirk, welcome in, and thank you for sending your community over to us. Folks, you all know the drill. Blooddirk is running Pokemon Legends Arceus later on in the marathon, so you know this is fast as furs. You know we're raising money for Trans Lifeline. What you don't know is that the pinned message up at the top, if you haven't clicked it yet, is the donation link to help raise funds for Trans Lifeline. We've got a couple of incentives that definitely want some love, including our costume bid war for Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster, where you could choose the costume of the character, and our Complete the Moon Cave Super Mario Odyssey incentive, which sits at $155 out of $250. Let's get more gaming. Let's get more funds raised for Trans Lifeline.
More games is more good. Cool. Like I said before, Chapter 6 is a lot of shots from halfway across the map. This is the first puzzle of Chapter 6. There are a few levels before this, after this, I don't know anymore. This is actually the opposite of that. It is the introduction to the bouncy gel. And that is the last of the bouncy gel we're going to see. Yes, beans. For all the new people who just joined. Boom. The voice you just heard in the back was Cave Johnson, who is the owner of this place. He'll tell you every 5 seconds. That's it. Now this is the map where you get introduced to him for the first time. And again, this map you're going to activate the gels for the first time, or now deactivate them. And a portal 2/3 across the map, like always. His instant teleportation is very fast. With all of that done, we have the first map of Chapter 6 coming up now, and is another very long map which involves backtracking. So, JD, do your thing.
Excellent. Well, let's go ahead and take a peek here. I am super excited to share that we have an amazing slate of prizes that are available just for donors for this weekend. So if you missed out on Thursday and Friday, it's all good. You're still in the running for some really, really good donations. We've got a grand prize of a 512 gigabyte LCD Steam Deck donated by Sonic Mega. Thank you so, so much for that generosity. But a whole slate of other amazing prizes as well. Go ahead and type !prizes inside the chat. You'll be sent to a document that links to all of the super breathtaking prizes that have been donated by the community from all sorts of different places. So I really, really want everyone to know that for a $25 minimum donation, you get entered to win all of the regular slate, and for a $50 total cumulative donation. So honestly, just 2 of those 25 buckaroonies, you get entered to win for a chance to win that Steam Deck.
Buckaroonies. Okay.
I mean, you know, gallery dues, $1, hooray!
That made me laugh and shaking. I can't play. That is the beginning or ending of Chapter 6. This is the Ascent, because in the normal game, this chapter is called The Fall, because that map is called Longfall, because Valve is good at naming things.
Oh.
Yes, now we have, I guess now is the halfway point of the game, and there is actually a bug I might get, because this is a speedrun mod. There is yet again a very long shot I need to make. And there is a chance the panel will not load, and I need to make it blind.
Oh, bye.
Oh, there it is. That's the one I was worried about.
Okay.
There is a chance I'll get a fog, so I just cannot see that. It's random. It's not really that big a deal, but it's there.
Crash
in
and
the
shit
no-
saying simoleons. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, Infrabread.
Ah, Somalians. Oh dear. Yet another cutscene. Because this part of the game, like ending of Chapter 5, is known as Cutscene City. Because we have, in the regular game, unmodded, there is about 6 minutes of nothing.
Oh?
And in this game, there is about 2 minutes of nothing. So, ending of I'm in Chapter 5 right now, and I guess, ending of Chapter 5 and the entirety of Chapter 4 is very heavily movement-based. Because this is the escape sequence, where we escape from GLaDOS and then enter the old aperture, which I was just in with Cave Johnson, etc., etc. So once I am past Chapter 4, then the game will speed up a lot, because it is just more tests I can do. Or undo, one of the two. And this part of the game definitely helps. It definitely helps if you have full rad for this section of the game. For me, it's literally just one button. It's just personal preference whether or not I use it. More bunny hopping, and by extension, more donations. Whee!
Wee! I really like that. I got an idea here from Crash, actually, with the simoleons. If you donate through !donate link, and you leave a comment inside the donation of the currency that you'd like me to read out loud, whether real or fake, within reason, I'll read out your donation in that currency. So if you want to make a donation in simoleons, Lifeline will be greatly appreciated. We'll make sure that we get that converted to US dollars at a 1-to-1 ratio, of course.
I really hope someone gives a comment in Simlish. I'll probably be that one. I just want to hear you say Simlish. Anyway, now for something more reasonable. This part of the game is called Turret Sabotage, because we're supposed to sabotage turrets. Valve is very good at naming things. What we need to do is replace that turret, which I've already just did, with one of these, the correct ones. So that those defective turrets get shot off later in the game. And now we need to undo that, of course, because it's backwards. This is the only part of the game that involves any form of RNG, is whether or not the turrets are correct or not.
Oh.
So, it's quite annoying, but in the base game we can skip it, because obviously. Now I have 2 turrets, which I need for a reason. I need 1 turret to replace the templates, so that the defective turrets do not get shot through again. And, blank. And I need a second turret to jump over one of these fences in just a few seconds. This is a really long level for some reason. Because we need to backtrack twice, technically.
Oh, gotcha.
That was the first backtrack. That's the thing I missed. The first backtrack, and we're not done yet, is go all the way back to the future, back to the beginning. One of the two. Bing bing. Place a portal to jump, or place this turret to jump over the railings. Fire a portal and then backtrack all the way again to that orange portal I just placed. And actually end the map. Fire blue there. Second backtrack.
While the backtrack is happening, may I squeeze in?
Of course.
Yeah, definitely. Well, we've got a $50 donation from Nielsen, putting towards the Complete the Moon Cave incentive, of course, saying, so, you're saying I get a chance to win a Steam Deck, get more speedruns, and support a great charity, all for just $50? Count me in! Well, Nielsen, you are absolutely counted in. Thank you so much for your support. And I will say thank you to Tualo, who had gifted a number of subs inside the channel here. Thank you for supporting us. The revenue from those subscriptions help us to put on amazing events like our upcoming Fastest Furs Live at FWA 2025 event. Big thank you to everybody!
I did
Is
say
this adventure?
No, that is really annoying because, as I said previously, slanted surfaces you cannot jump on or stand on. So I need to be very careful on that circular pipe. That is the boring bit done. We are nearly done. Oh, jings. I'm supposed to stand on here. Let me do that again. So that is really that's really the scary bit, is that big pipe. One done, and we are very nearly at the beginning of Chapter 5. I'm still confused, even though I'm the one playing this game. And actually, there's a chance I might get softlocked here, so here's hoping.
Here's hoping.
I need to do this entire level again if I get softlocked, so that's about a 3-minute time loss. Or a run killer. No, it's fine, it's fine. Because these panels, they have a big gap in them, but somehow, because Valve is good at making games, that animation trigger can get triggered twice, so there is no gap in those panels. That's the stop. That's the soft lock.
Oh.
It happens occasionally. Now this faith plate, I need to jump up to here to continue the rest of the game. That jump is a lot easier than you'd think. This is turret sabotage. No, that's turret factory, because it's the factory where turrets are made. Valve is good at naming things. We have 2 more maps to go before we can actually go fast, and I can stop with the bunny hopping. Yet another escape sequence at the ending of Chapter 4, or beginning, technically. I'm going to stop making that joke, it's confusing me. 2 more to go. We are now in Escape, because in the main game we are escaping from GLaDOS. And once we've completed this, we have Jailbreak, because that is the map where we initially break out, and then escape, and then do behind-the-scenes related stuff. In the game, normally there should be turrets, and that's one of them. There we go. How do you... There we go, that fall. There should be turrets spawning. That one just spawns in at the beginning of the level anyway. But these ones, there's a trigger I need to actually manually touch to lower the turrets. So there's none here yet. The trigger is right here. So now the turrets are getting lowered. Ending of... Very nearly at the end of the, I guess, movement section of the game. I need to stand on yet another railing. I'm going to take this carefully, because that platform on the left is slightly elevated, so I need to drop down on it from the top.
Here it is.
Alright, good luck.
Gamer.
You just do it. Trust me.
And now, as I stub my toe, and now, in about 30 seconds, we can actually just zoom. Because then there's puzzles we can solve, or not solve, one of the two. Boopity boop. And the game is going to speed up a lot after this. Oh, jeez. Valve is very good at making games. That is the escape sequence done, I guess. So now, it's a lot quicker. Because it's just puzzles one after another.
Even better than they did before.
Like that.
Federal regulations.
That was an entire puzzle.
Well. You know the old.
And that was
Something tells me
like...
these puzzles are easier backwards than forwards.
You'd be surprised how easy they are forwards. Bing bing. Well, at least if you have 700 hours of the game, they're pretty easy, but I'll ignore that for now. Oh, speaking of easy, in the speedrun, this was actually quite difficult, because I need to do... Oh, jeez, I need to do a fling to get up to a window. Fire a portal in midair and turn 180 degrees. Oh, that is not as easy as you think it is. Now we have done Chapter 4, we are now in Chapter 3, so it is really just tests in a row. It's very quick. If you have donations, now is the perfect time.
All right, we got a $25 donation from Twallow for the costume bid war, putting Ken in the lead, saying, I generally donate via subs for these marathons, but I absolutely need to see Ken destroying an island of zombies. That's right, that is for our costume bid war for Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster, throwing Ken right into the lead now, but the other options still have a chance to be able to snipe. And we have a $50 donation from Inji for Complete the Moon Cave, meeting that incentive that,
Well, let's go.
that has a comment that says, Babuzi Garbo, mi sato kam tabugi haba soon soon.
I love you.
In a constant update cycle,
Totally worth it.
daylight at all hours, and other
Oh dear. Totally worth it. Thank you for that.
Yes.
Thank you for that.
Yes, thank you, Inji, for that wonderful donation.
Oh jeez.
Hey, we
Yes.
asked, chat delivered.
I was not expecting chat to deliver. Oh dear.
Oh wait, that's you in 5
This is the
seconds.
introduction to your turrets, which I skipped past, and a portal bump, if I can get it. You're going to shoot a portal straight through a wall. There we go. First try.
All right.
Very nice and quick. Now, even forwards, this level is very good, because it's very movement-based. As I fire the wrong portal, anyway. There are individual levels, speedruns for this as well, so watch those for people who are much better at the game than I am.
Good news.
And yeah, from this point onward, that's really it. It is
I'm going to note this on your
just
file
gaming.
in the commendations
Just
section.
gaming.
Oh, there's lots of
Chapter
things.
3 introduces the light bridges like that, and an intended mechanic is you can, or it's, I guess it's intended, but you can fire a portal very slightly above you to like have your feet clip into the staircase and have you then shoved up. So you don't need to constantly jump to do something like that.
Predator, and these tests are
It
your prey.
technically it is intended to stop you from getting stuck. It's a very nice speedrunning feature as well.
Do you know who else murders people? These bridges are made from natural light that I pump in from the surface.
Yeah, the dialogue lines also get played in reverse order, so quite often they cut themselves off.
Pass the test.
Which is very funny if you have memorized the entire game,
I did see some humans.
like I for some reason have.
Here, I've got my test
I mean,
subjects and
something, 700 hours, right?
More or less. Whee! Never mind. Ah, I was about to go wee, but then I hit my face into a bit of metal.
Yeah.
Well done.
It happens to us all, you know.
Lower the ceiling.
Well, as you can clearly see, the beginning of the game is more run down. There's a lot of debris in the way, which does make the bunny hopping quite difficult. Because you have a perfect chain and then you just smack your face into a piece of rock.
It's like a Tuesday for me.
What is going on in America? I'm not going to ask. This is the ending of Chapter 2, where we actually get the dual portal gun. Once we've finished this, we're going to... There we go. So once we've finished Chapter 2, we're going to put away our gun and get only one portal. I forgot to do a thing.
Did you know that people
I forgot to unsolve the test, by the way. So that's what happens. That's what happens when you forget to unsolve the test. The door just doesn't open. I like the door's open now. I did a thing.
Out of the test area. This one is broken.
I'm gaming.
Let's see what the next test is. Oh, remember before when I was talking about smelly garb? Oh, sorry. I'm still cleaning out the
Boom.
test chambers. So sometimes
Easy
there's
enough.
still trash and
There we go.
standing around, smelling and
So if you have some little donations now, you can read them out now.
Well, I want to share how proud I am of chat and all of our viewers these past couple of days. We have raised $8,858 for Trans Lifeline. And I'm curious, chat. I kind of want to put a challenge out there. I am hosting for the next couple of runs, and it would be an absolute treat to see if we could blow past 9,000 and hit that 5-digit marker before I sign off. How does that sound, everyone? Chat, let's go and do it. ! Donate in chat. Check out that pinned message.
Chapter 2 is nearly done. That was laser over goo, because there was a pile of goo, or beans in my case. Now we have dual lasers, because this map features 2 lasers. Valve is very good at naming things, and that was dual lasers.
I want to congratulate you on
Playing maps backwards is very easy,
to pack on.
they say. Yeah.
Well done. Here comes
This is laser stairs, because that's lasers, and this should be a pile of stairs. Oops. Once we activate the thing properly, there should be a pile of stairs there.
We weren't even
And now we're going to the
testing
first map of Chapter 2, which is the laser intro, which is the introduction to lasers. That's lasers. You have now been introduced successfully to lasers.
Sorry about the mess.
And Chapter 1, the final chapter of the game.
The biggest lesson I learned.
This, in the main game, should be where we get the dual portal device. So once we complete this, as I said previously,
But the
we're going to have only one portal for just a couple of levels.
And now I'm on to all your little tricks. So there's nothing to stop us from testing. Once testing
One there,
starts,
one there.
unrequired by protocol.
And put that back.
Interaction with
Turn on
virtual
full bright
reality.
just to make this a bit easier.
We haven't started testing.
Now there's a few cubes here which have been placed manually by the modder, so that we can make a small staircase. And if you've played any Source Engine game before, you know that this is an utter pain, because physics does not want to work in the Source Engine.
Physics? What is this? I don't even know her. Or that, yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, I tried.
That's a thought that counts. And now we don't have a portal gun, and now we do have a portal gun because of reasons. But now we only have the blue circle. One portal for the next few levels. And it's Hoopy! It's everyone's favourite character. It's Hoopy the Hoop. Chat, get excited for Hoopy. They're going to stay with us for a very long time. It's Hoopy. We love Hoopy.
Woo!
Hoopy the Hoop. Everyone loves Hoopy. Unfortunately, Hoopy is no longer. I am distraught. I can no longer function. Hoopy was with us for the entirety of 9 seconds. Okay. In the base game, this is where we would actually meet Wheatley for the first time. There is one over there. There we go. And we're supposed to escape through that handle in the wall, which I now used. That's where we talk to Wheatley, after doing a lot of puzzles. And here are the puzzles. This is, well, chapter 1 in the game, so it's very basic momentum-based flings. And I missed that.
If you are simple-minded, bold, or irradiated in such a way that the future should not start
There we
with
go.
you, please return to your primitive tribe and set. If you are a
I do love the announcer in this section of the game. It's only here for just chapter 1.
Welcome. And remember, testing this next test applies the principle.
This one is actually a really fun map because we feature a portal stand for the first and only time. That was a portal stand. You stand in a portal. We are good at naming things. That's the entirety of the trick. You stand in a portal, fire, and hold S. Gaming. Now on to Smooth Jazz, which is an exact replica of a map from Portal 1, by the way. Which does heavily imply the destroyed aperture thing that was going on. Actually, the next few map as well, because the next 2 maps. This is Portal Gun, where we are introduced to the Portal Gun. Valve was good at naming things. And it, again, is an exact copy of the Portal 1 map, but now destroyed. This one is actually the last level that involves some backtracking, and we're actually very close to the end of the game now. Maybe about 2 minutes. So the pedestal behind us, so fire a portal all the way up there, and then place the portal gun back on its little pedestal. For the next part of the game, we will not have the portal gun. Can I make these jumps? No. This is actually not that difficult, I'm just bad at the game. There we go, 3rd time's the charm. So now for the next, there's 2 levels remaining, where we do not have the portal gun at all. I'll turn Fulbright off just for now.
If you feel liquid running
Portal Carousel is another, like in the base game, it's very, very fast and very easy. And in this reverse mode, we have the additional 2 cubes. just to make another staircase.
Please take a moment to write down the results of your test.
And
An Aperture Science
walls are really
Integration
annoying.
Associate will remind you for a
If only they weren't in the way, life would be easier.
SV cheats _1, please. Staircase. Will it explode? Oh, thank heaven.
Yay!
Now we go to the very last level of the game. Time will be in about 30 seconds. Or very first level in the game. I don't know anymore. Take the cube to the exit and go back to sleep, which I should probably do as well.
Even in a dire emergency.
We have our lovely, lovely bed. And when I click on the bed, that's time. Time.
Very slim.
GG's. Wow. Who'd have thought that watching a game being played in reverse order? Wow. Infrabread, thank you so much for showcasing your work here. What shoutouts would you like to share?
Well, the credits of the game that are here now. Kazuhao is the maker of this mod, very knowledgeable, as I said before, very Polish. There's also just the credits here you can see from the game. Portal Runner, I do want to specifically shout out, because their channel on YouTube has, I think it's about 20 different mods, all of them made by themselves.
Wow.
They're far too good of a programmer to waste their time on this. I mean it. Check them out. They're really good. Bunch of other people I forgot to credit. The entire Portal 2 community is very welcoming. Portal 1 as well. I don't play it all that often. Thank you for speedrunning. Thank you for watching. I'm a loaf of bread. Goodbye.
Wow, excellent. Infrabread, thank you so much for showing off that reverse mod of Portal 2. You saw it here, folks, a loaf of bread, and showing off such amazing speedrunning talent. All right, everyone. How was that for everybody? What a kickoff to Saturday here for Fastest Furs Fall Fest, raising money for Trans Lifeline. While we go ahead and get set for our next run, which of course is Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster, run by Juho, I want to remind everyone that we have an ongoing bid war for the costume that will be worn, that will be decided at the start of the run. So exclamation point, donate in chat to go ahead and get those donations in. We only have a little bit of time before we lock in the bid war selection. How's everyone doing here today? You cozy? You enjoying? Gaming? I am having an absolutely fun time here. Once again, my name is JD Puppy, and you are watching Fastest Furs Fall Fest 2024, benefiting Trans Lifeline. We're proud to be raising money for Trans Lifeline for the 5th consecutive year. Founded in 2014, Trans Lifeline is a crisis and peer support hotline run by trans people for trans and questioning callers. Calls to Trans Lifeline are fully anonymous, confidential, and use informed consent when connecting to resources outside of the hotline. Operating in both the US and Canada, Trans Lifeline needs our help to meet the ongoing demand for their services, and we hope you consider joining us in supporting their life-saving work by using the command !donate in chat. For more information, please visit www.translifeline.org. I'm seeing some donation love here in support of this upcoming costume bid war for Dead Rising Deluxe. We got $5 from FBL that says, please consider this donation a substitute for 50 channel points. I am legalizing awoos in chat. FBL, thank you so much for this. A little bit of a transplant from the Bark Park where I go and stream, and that's right. Woos are illegal, at least in my jurisdiction. That's the way that I like it. So for all of our canines, feel free to go ahead and drop those woos in chat. Look at all of that. Ooh-wah, I mean, Manic, because we did the reverse mod, I'll go ahead and let that pass for this one. Ooh-wah. Hey y'all, we also just opened up a couple of fun new incentives. We have a naming bid war that is coming up that you now could go ahead and suggest names. Who'd have thought we get the chance to now affect the screen? This indeed is for Pokemon Legends Arceus. You want to make sure that you get those naming incentives in. Come up with creative names inside the nation page. It'll tell you what the restrictions are. I want to see chat's creativity here. We also have the Glitch Expo for Pokemon Legends Arceus. So as Blood Dirk is getting ready for later today, thanks again if you're coming in from Blood Dirk's community, go ahead and directly impact what it is we are going to see. How much fun are we having this weekend? Once again, Fastest Furs has been running from Thursday the 21st and will be running today all the way through tomorrow evening, November 24th, all in support of raising money for Trans Lifeline. We are so close to $9,000, and I know that with everyone's coordinated support and spreading the word, we can make it to that $10,000 goal. I definitely want to see that magic happen. It would be such a treat to be able to make that big announcement of crossing into the 5 digits. Wouldn't you love to see that too, chat? I think we've got the right team here to make that happen. Team Fastest Furs, such a generous community in giving to such an amazing cause, really. So make sure that you spread the word, get those donations in, tell your friends. I appreciate each and every one of you tuning in, supporting our runners, supporting our charity. I would say if you haven't yet seen our Blue Sky account, we are posting all weekend long about our amazing speed runs, and we also have quite a number of artwork pieces that have been featured. What I would love to showcase. Go ahead and just check it out. !Blue Sky in chat. Go ahead and give us a follow there. But what an amazing art piece featuring an amazing illustration for Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster, featuring the one and only Juho and PB in that. It is a hoot of an image. Oh my goodness. All right. Remember, folks, you've got to get those donations in if you want to affect the Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster costume bid war. Right now, we have in the lead Ken with $25, Mega Man with $8 in second place, Nemesis, Ashley Graham, and Rico, our furry friend, still trailing behind, but it is still anybody's game here. Anyone can still take that over, and as a reminder, a $25 donation gets you entered in to potentially win some of our amazing prizes set for our Saturday, Sunday weekend prize list. Let's go. Let's go.